All right, dribble handoff. You go through on this dribble handoff, but stop. You've got to cut him off from going this way, okay? Force him this way. There's no place for him to go. I have a gap defender right here. You cannot let him go baseline where there's no gap defender. Now he's going to be able to get right to the rim, and you draw a two-shot foul. All right, ball's in the post. You got to be ready to dig in the post here, okay? This is ridiculous. First of all, this is absurd defense right here. When the ball is in the corner, okay, right now you should be dropping halfway. Right now I'm halfway between the ball and the three-point line, okay, so that I can dig and recover back out without having to move, okay? So that's a problem right here. So, again, this player should be right here. Now he can dig, recover, okay? But the other thing is we have a player ready to dig right here. So, again, if you're guarding this man in the post, you've got to keep him to the middle part of the floor where we can dig right here and recover. All right, the dig should be right here, but we're not for some reason. Here's where the dig should be, right? But you can't let him spin this way away from where the post dig is. And that's exactly what happens, and it's going to lead to an easy two. Again, an offensive rebound is kind of like transition defense in that it requires communication because you might get cross-matched. All right, so we got to be, like, there's got to be communication here, okay? We got to be talking this out. All right, I got this guy, so I got this guy, so I got this guy, okay? Someone's got to be calling out. You know, Grant, you got to take this guy, okay? Because look what happens here, all right? This player comes and takes this guy. Why is Jeremy Grant just standing in no man's land? You're just at a random spot on the floor. Off an offensive rebound, you got to find a body. You might get cross-matched. But like right here, okay? Jeremy Grant, you can't stand, you just can't just stand here. Go find a body. Go find a body. Go find a body. But Jeremy Grant just stands in no man's land, and look what happens. Now it's just going to lead to an easy little floater. Look at how stupid this is to sag here. Okay, so you switch this ball screen. Why is Isaiah Stewart sagging? Look at Corey Joseph here. Look at Corey Joseph right here. He's right here waiting to be in the gaps. So get up. Corey Joseph should be yelling, I'm in help, I'm in help, I'm in help. So you're not sagging, and you're pushing him this way, where Corey Joseph's just going to stunt and easily recover, and there's no place for him to go. But instead, you not only do you sag, but you let him go away from the gap help, and now look, now this player's just going to be able to back you right down because you sagged, and it leads to a two-shot foul. This is god-awful transition defense here, okay? So right now this player's behind the ball, all right? Kelly Olynyk has to identify that. Where's Kelly Olynyk going? You got to come and take the ball, okay? This person has to trail wide and find someone over here. We're good here, we're good here. But Kelly Olynyk's ahead of the ball. He has to take the ball. This player needs to trail wide, okay? So look what the answers could be, all right? If this player's up here taking the ball, then this player's trailing, sprinting to the corner. This player's here, and we're good. But nobody stops the ball. This player certainly can't get to the ball because he's behind the play, so he's got to trail wide to the corner. This player comes here, okay, and that's what happens. But nobody stops the ball, so it's a layup. Right, if you're doubling the post, now you have it. This player's catching the ball far enough away that you can just dig here. Like Jeremy Grant right now can just kind of dig and recover, okay, to get the dribble picked up early. But if you want to full-on double the post, your rotations have to be perfect, okay? So doubling the post, okay, so now we got to be ready to rotate. This player here is going to cut, so Kelly Olynyk's going to take out this cutter. So Kelly Olynyk's got to yell out, cutter, 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 so that this player here knows that I now need to be up the line a little bit and ready to rotate on this pass here. And then what happens? Then Jeremy Grant comes here and bumps Kelly Olynyk out this way. That's the rotation, particularly when you have a cutter like that, okay? But the Pistons get this first rotation right, but this second rotation is wrong, and it's just an open catch-and-shoot three. No reason to sag here. Look at this. So Pascal Siakam gets the ball. Watch Jeremy Grant's defense here. This is no good. Look at this. I got gap defenders here, so if he comes this way, there's no place for him to go. Okay? This player could probably move in a half step, because again, he doesn't have to move. It doesn't matter. He's in a half step, so if I send him this way, stunt, recover. Also, look at this. I have a gap defender right here. Oh, my goodness. Force him, get up, and push him this way so I can stunt and easily recover. This player should have his back to the baseline totally, but he's where he's supposed to be. So now if I send him this way, I can stunt and recover. So someone's got to yell out, I'm in help, I'm in help, I'm in help. So Jeremy Grant can get up, no sagging, and push him, right here, okay? Or right here where the gap help is. But you sag off Pascal Siakam like this, and he just takes an open mid-range jumper. Bad transition defense, especially by Kelly Olynyk. What are you doing, okay? Just get back. We need you in numbers. Look at this. Any motion towards the ball, and look at this. It's a gamble. And now we've lost you in numbers. So instead of Kelly Olynyk having gotten back, now I don't know what this player here is doing, okay, because Cade Cunningham's got this guy. He should be sliding over. But now Kelly Olynyk's all the way back here, as opposed to if he doesn't gamble, he could be right here, where we have a defender right in the gaps and there's no place for him to go. You force him this way. But now this player feels like he's on an island, okay, when he really shouldn't be, because he should be able to get up and force this defender right here where we can stunt. And this player's man that he's covering is not even in the picture. But again, this player's just going one-on-one, okay, as opposed to, certainly having this defender here to help him out. But this player is going one-on-one, and eventually it leads to a two-shot foul for Toronto. Pistons play great defense everywhere else, but this is the problem right here. Look at this switch. Why am I switching a guard onto a big and a big onto a guard? The problem is the guard onto a big. Hedge this screen. Push this guard out, okay? I got easy backside help right here, okay? Boom. Now I keep a big on a big and a guard on a guard. But watch what happens. You switch this screen, so now this Raptors player is just going to overpower Corey Joseph, the guard here. There's great defense here, okay? But look, he's just overpowered Corey Joseph because of your stupid switch, and now he's just in easy position to get an offensive rebound and a putback. It's very simple. This is why you don't switch over the top of the screen. Okay, boom. Like right now, if you're switching the screen, this player needs to get up, and you need to get underneath the screener. Watch how the Pistons switch. See how they switch over the top? So now look. Now once this three goes up, look who's in position. Look at this. This player is now boxing his man out for a rebound, and it's an easy offensive rebound and a putback because he switched over the top of the screen, didn't get underneath the screener right away. Horrible communication on this switch. Okay, again, this is just a simple dribble handoff, so this player's easily should be able to just go through, and you stay here. This player's giving him space to go through on this dribble handoff. Okay, but if you're switching, communication's got to be right now. Switch. So this player knows to go here. This player knows to go here. Watch this player here. There's just a tick of miscommunication. Watch him. Watch that player there. See? Look. See how two people go towards this player, and nobody goes towards this player. So now it's too late to get back, and you're forced to foul, and it's 2 shots. Bad transition defense here. Okay. So right now, first of all, so the shot goes up. All right. Just look at once we get to see Kelly Olynyk. Why is he over here? He should be, as soon as this shot, this is where communication, you have to communicate in transition. Shot goes up, you notice someone cherry picking. Fly back. And then here's where the communication comes into play. Okay? Why is Cade Cunningham staring at the ball? Cade Cunningham should be sprinting back. Okay? So Kelly Olynyk can sprint to this player here. It looks like he went to this player. No. Kelly Olynyk needs to sprint to this player, and he's got to say, I got this player. So tell Cade Cunningham to take this player. This player trailing takes this player, and you're good. But as you can see, once we see Kelly Olynyk again, he's trailing towards this player when there's a player behind him. Again, he should have been sprinting back all the way to get to this player. Cade Cunningham should have been the one to come to this player. This player trails this way, and then we're good. But you let a player get behind you for no reason, and it's a layup. All right, this is disastrous defense. First of all, you're fine right here. All right, let's stop it right now. Kelly Olynyk is in perfect position right now. He's halfway between the ball and the three-point line. So why am I sagging here? Get up and force him this way. Then Kelly Olynyk can stunt and easily recover because he's already in position. It's all about footwork, right? He doesn't have to move, all right? So instead, you let him back him down because you've given him airspace, and now you send a double team. Well, if you send a double team, first of all, Kelly Olynyk does not need to be digging in the post or doing whatever. He should be out now because a double team's coming this way. Then you have to occupy this. You have to occupy this area here. This player's got to then stand in front of here, and this player's going to have to rotate down. And you got to leave the weak side wing. This double team should be good enough to make this pass challenging to make, but you've got to occupy this paint, and then this player's got to occupy the weak side dunker spot / the corner. But, I mean, Kelly Olynyk is out of position. This player isn't going to cut off this paint area here. He's going to stick with his man, and it's just a disaster, and it leads to an and one for the Raptors. You cannot let bigs chill in the lane, okay? I can't see what's going on here, but this is what when I can't look at. This should never happen. Look at the separation. No. Right now you should be jamming, pushing, battling for real estate. As a defender down low, you have to be the one to initiate contact, okay? So right now, there's never space. I am jamming, I am pushing this player out of the lane, because if the offensive player is the one to initiate contact, not the defensive player, this is what happens. Look, now you're sealed. Now you're catching it way too low, and it's an easy 2. Just be in the gaps. Don't double. Look at this right here. Stop. This is not in position. You're not in position. Ball is in the corner here. Just drop. You're eventually going to drop anyways, but just drop now. Okay? Now you're right here. So when this player comes this way, I can stunt and recover. Okay? That's all I need to do. I'm keeping my head on the swivel. I'm seeing ball. I'm seeing man. But if this defender is doing a great job giving him no airspace, force him this way, and I can just stunt and recover. But instead, you're going to look at this. Now you're double. You're not in the gaps now. You're doubling. Again, if you're in the gaps, okay, dribbles picked up, you're back out. But you're doubling. You're not even, again, you should just be here, back it up to right now. Right now, just drop right here, okay? You're seeing ball, you're seeing man. When this player comes this way, I can stunt, easily recover back out, okay? But instead, you're going to end up weirdly doubling, and now you're going to lose sight of your man who's going to cut, and it's 2 points. I mean, this is just a switch I'm never making. This is such a stupid switch. Why am I switching Isaiah Stewart onto a wing / guard? Look at how easy it is to just hedge the screen. Push this guard out this way. Backside help is right here. This player slides down and occupies these two players 2 passes away, and I push this guard more out this way, or towards half court, towards the sideline. Okay? Instead, you switch into a total mismatch for no reason, and it's just a blow-by and an easy 2. Okay, this is an awful switch here. I mean, there are other things we can look at, but this is just a bad switch. Okay, so why is Cade Cunningham wrestling with this screener if you end up switching? Right now, you should be just switching. Boom, up, ready to guard one-on-one. Boom, ready to guard. I'm underneath and guarding the screener. Switch. The Pistons switch this, but look at, why is Cade Cunningham still bumping and battling with that screener? Because now, look at this. He's not ready to guard. This player's already started into his move, so he's just going to blow right by him for 2. That is a bad switch. Okay, this is a terrible switch. You're switching a point guard onto Pascal Siakam. Why can't I just hedge this? Okay? When this player pops, the rotation is simply this player rotates onto the man popping. Okay? Then this player rotates here, and then this player is going to rotate onto this last player, Svi Mikhailuk. But I am not switching a point guard onto Pascal Siakam. So now I guess you end up having to double this. All right? This should be an easy X out right here. Okay? I wouldn't full-on double like this. Why can't I just double? Okay, so this player is guarding this player now, right? That was a switch. Instead of full-on trapping and doubling, okay, why can't I just park myself right here, and it's an easy X out? If this pass gets swung here, this player's up the line and moves over, and then you just X out onto this man right here. Okay? So you're not full-on doubling. You're just kind of hanging out right in this area here, knowing that if the pass gets rotated here, it's just going to be an X out. Okay? But instead, you double. You're trapping now, and now see again when you trap, your back line's got to be ready. You got to take out 1 pass away. This player has to take out 1 pass away, and you leave this player in the corner because he's 2 passes away. Trapping is very dangerous. Xing out is much easier, okay? But you trap, and now look, now the defense is constantly scrambling, okay? No one's ever able to get set, and what ends up eventually happening is you're going to see an open catch-and-shoot 3 because the defense was never able to get settled after you trapped. Stagger screen. The Pistons don't defend it how you're supposed to, okay? Here comes a stagger screen right here, okay? You don't need to switch this. It's very easy. You go under the first, over the second, and then this player is staying attached and showing so that you can chase and everything's fine and this player can't curl. But, well, first of all, this player doesn't go under the first stagger screen, so that, it doesn't even matter, but this player should be, again, attached and showing. So you don't guard the stagger screen right, then look, now you have to switch everything. And now I've got a guard on Pascal Siakam, which is a total mismatch. By the way, if this is a mismatch, then why am I letting him go this way? Okay? I'm in the gaps here. Cade Cunningham should be bringing him this way so I can stunt. There's no place for him to go, and I can stunt and easily recover. But you let him go away from where your gap help is, and it's just going to be an easy 2. Okay, so again, you want to bring the player into where your gap help is. This player should be dropping a bit. I don't need you guarding someone at half court, and you should be bringing him to the middle of the floor. Okay? Number 2 is make this player. Okay, this player's coming to set a screen. Make him use it. Okay? Look at this. This player's going to start cheating the screen. See how he's cheating the screen there? So now he's able to refuse the screen, and he gets beat this way. Again, if he's angling him somewhere, it should be to the middle of the court where there's no place for him to go, right? I got gap defenders everywhere. But instead, you start anticipating the screen early, you let him go this way. So look at this. Now you're beat, okay? And now you're guarding one-on-one as opposed to having gap help, okay? And then you end up hand-checking him, and it ends up being a 2-shot foul because Toronto's in the bonus. That's just bad defense. Exact thing. You can't and make him come off the screen, the ball handler. You start to cheat the screen early and you let him just refuse it and blow by you. Look at this defensive player here defending on the ball. See how he's cheating this screen? He's going towards the screen early instead of forcing him to make him come off it and let your ball screen defense take care of it. But now he's just able to refuse it because you were leaning one way and now he gets right to the rim and it's an and one. Okay. The trap is horrendous. Why is this trap horrendous? Because why does this player not have anyone on him? You have to rotate to one pass away when you're trapping. You cannot allow them. As soon as this pass gets made, you're screwed because you went to go trap this ball handler. That's fine, but the backline defense has to move. So you can't let anybody one pass away catch the ball. And there's absolutely no rotations. So now the defense is constantly scrambling. Okay, see how the defense is continually scrambling? Well, the problem with that is now that they're now because everybody's out of position, this Raptors player is in prime position for an offensive rebound, and this Raptors player is in prime position for an offensive rebound because of your god-awful trap. Okay? And now that leads to, again, easy offensive rebound, and now a second crack and an open 3 that they don't miss. You have to have backside help on these defensive ball screen defenses. Look what happens here. So all types of bad things happen when you have no backside help, and this pocket pass is just easy to make. Okay? Here, you get lucky with a block. But the problem is look what now happens. Now, you got to help the helper with the man who just went to contest at the rim. Okay? Now that leads to this player having no one to box him out, leaking in from behind, and now he gets it and it's a 2-shot foul. Now, how do I avoid all of that? Well, I can get backside help. And the backside defender's right here. So I need to hedge. Push this guard out this way. Backside help is right here, okay? And you're good. If this player wants to roam this way, this player can be kind of cognizant of it and drop down a little bit because, again, we've pushed this player out here by hedging, okay? And now I can get some backside help. When you have no backside help, now it's a numbers advantage for the Raptors, which means it's an easy offensive rebound and a 2-shot foul. This is a god-awful switch that leads to 2 points. Okay, right here, we got a little dribble handoff coming. You don't really need to switch this. This player should just be easily able to come through. This player stays here. But if you do switch it, you have to communicate it. And as soon as you hear this player say switch, there can be no internal thinking. You're immediately taking the ball handler. You're immediately taking the screener. But look what ends up happening. We get 2 people here. We get 2 people going towards the screener here. Now and then we have 2 people going towards the ball handler. Look at this. So 2 people go to the screener right here. And then watch this. 2 people are then going to go to the ball handler like this. So now there's nobody to get out. Now you got to race to get out to the 3-point line, and it's just going to be a rip-and-go drive right into the lane for 2. You got to know where your gap defenders are. Again, right now, bring him this way right now. There's no place for him to go. When you let him go this way, you let him create space. Look at this space you're letting him create. Now you've let him create space, okay? And now it's too late. You're sagging, right? Okay, see, right now, this player's man is not even in the picture. He's all the way back here beyond the picture. So just get up and force him this way. There's no place for him to go. Okay? But you let him go this way, and now you let him create space with his moves. Look at how you're letting him create space. So now, because he's created this much space, it's too late. Now he's able to just get right into his move and power you through to an easy two. That's all because you allowed him to go away from where your gap help is and let him create his own space, and now he's able to get into the lane with you backed off, and that happens. All right, this is on Cade Cunningham. I mean, once the ball gets picked up, your responsibility is to get back to your man. Ball's picked up right now. If I'm Cade Cunningham, I'm flying out to my man. Why? Look at why is Cade Cunningham freezing here? Look at this. He just stops in the middle of the play. No. Okay, look. Ball is picked up now, so now I am flying out to my man. There's nothing this dribble's picked up. There's nothing for you to be doing standing in the gaps here. Get out to the three-point line. But Cade Cunningham's going to stop, freeze, not get out to his man. So now his man is wide open, and you give up a three at the end of the half. Again, why is Isaiah Stewart battling with this man setting the screen if you're switching? See? Like right now, communication. All right? Switch. Boom. Up. Take the screener. Look at this. What is this? The switch should be called out now, right? You got to communicate early. Why is Isaiah? Look at Isaiah Stewart. He's battling with this screener. So now that when this switch happens, this player's got a wide open lane. He's going to take an open jumper. You cannot sag like this off Siakam. Look at this. Why are you sagging? Get up, push him this way, okay? I got a gap defender right here. I'm up, and I'm pushing him this way. Now this player can stunt, easily recover. We want his back totally to the baseline, but whatever. He's in position in the gaps perfectly. So there's no airspace. You're up. You're pushing him to the middle. Now I can stunt and recover, okay? But instead you sag, so all Pascal Siakam has to do is, hey, open jumper. Down screen coming. You don't defend it the right way. This player has to be up and showing, so this player can't curl. He has to go out, and this chase can happen. Look, when you don't show, see how he's allowed to curl? So now, look, now this defender has to go step in this way, leaves his man in the corner, and it just leads to a wide-open catch-and-shoot three because you don't want to defend the down screen the right way. No reason to switch this dribble handoff. It's just so easy to just all you do is take a step back, let this player through, okay? But if you're switching, you can't sag, right? If you're switching, you're level to the man handing it off, and boom, you're ready to guard. But look at this. Look at how, because you sag off, look how out of position you are to switch onto Siakam. So now you're never able to guard him. Now, I would never have switched. I don't know why you're switching this handoff. I would just let this player through the hand, take a step back right here. Okay, take a step back, let this player through, and you're good. But if you're going to switch, you got to be level to the man doing the handoff and ready to guard immediately. See, when you sag like this, now you're out of position, and now Siakam can get right to the rim, and it's an easy two. That's really bad. Got to stop sagging. Look at this. Okay, stop. First of all, get up. No airspace for Siakam. Push him to this way. Okay? I got a gap defender here, gap defender. There's no place for him to go if I push him towards the middle of the floor, to the teeth of my defense. But I think what's happening here, I don't know, but it looks like this player is getting ready to set a screen. And what do we have happen? This player is anticipating the screen, and I guess the Pistons are ready to switch. Why is Jeremy Grant's going to take another step back here. Again, if you're going to take a step back, move him this way. Isaiah Stewart can just drop, and there's no place for him to go. Okay? I'm right in the gaps. Stunt, recover. But again, you're just sagging off. You're not forcing him to your gap help. You're letting him go away from your gap help. And again, Siakam's just able to get right to the rim, and it's two. That's horrible defense. Really bad transition defense by Cade Cunningham. Look at this. Just get back. Sprint back. Make sure you're ahead of the ball. Look what Cade Cunningham's going to do here. Look at this little gamble right there. Stop. Why are you gambling? Just get back. Because now look, now you're behind the play. As opposed to you being right here able to guard the ball, that little gamble, whatever the hell that was. Now look at this. Now this player's going to have to step up and take the ball, but he really can't till it's too late because he's supposed to be getting back to this man right here. Okay? This trailer should be getting back to this man right here. Cade Cunningham should have been guarding the ball. But he had that stupid gamble, and now Pascal Siakam's just going to get right to the rim and draw a two-shot foul. Okay, again, this late in the game, but why are we not boxing out? Okay, look at this. Here comes the three. Stop. Why is this player not getting into Precious Achiuwa's lane here and boxing him out? Use your jersey. Get in. Use your butt. Box him out. Keep him out of the lane. Okay, and the game's over. Pistons rebound, ball game. But again, you don't box out. You just go towards the rim as opposed to boxing out a body right here. Okay? And now this 50-50 ball Toronto gets, and now they're going to the line. Again, there's only 0.7 seconds left, but you have kept them alive because you didn't choose to box out for some reason. Okay, this is terrible transition defense again. Look at this. What is this player doing? Okay? Let's see. Raptors have the ball. Just get back. Get back. We need we want numbers. Anything towards the ball here is gambling. Anything. Anything other than just getting back so we can keep the numbers the way they are is gambling. And look what happens. Where's this player going? Look how he's going towards the ball as opposed to just getting back. So now you're guarding a player on the whole other side of the floor instead of getting back to where you can be right here waiting for this player to get back to cover. But what are you able to do? Now there's no driving lane here, right? I'm back. I've got a numbers advantage now. Okay, the Pistons have a numbers advantage. There's no place for this player to go. But instead, this player's all the way back here because he gambled. That's what that is. And now look, now there's a driving lane. You draw help at the rim. There's no one to box out, and it's an easy 2. Okay, so the Raptors come up with the rebound, all right? If you're this player right here, sprint back. I do not care that you're guarding this player here. We need you in numbers. Sprint back. Look at this lollygagging back right there. Lollygagging, lollygagging. So see, because you're not here, now I can just force this defender here, and there's no place for him to go. Instead, now look, now this player's got all the space with which to work. Okay, he's just going to be able to go one-on-one because you didn't sprint back because I guess you thought because your man is all the way beyond half court, I can just lollygag back. Not the case. So now this player is just going one-on-one here, okay, and it ends up being a reach-in foul because that player is left on an island, and now because Toronto's in the bonus, I'm giving up 2 shots. You can't ball watch. Your head has to be on a swivel. Again, right here, okay, your back's to the baseline, but you, again, head on a swivel. Kelly Olynyk's doing a great job getting in the gaps right here. This is where our gap defense is, okay? So if you're this player, you've got to be seeing ball and seeing man. You cannot take your eye off either for more than a second. If you ball watch or you're just staring at your man, if you ball watch, you're going to get beat back door. And if you're staring at your man, you possibly could miss a gap assignment. So my head's on a swivel. I'm always seeing ball. I'm always seeing man. In this case, this player's ball watching. Kelly Olynyk's doing a great job in the gaps, but because this player is just staring at the ball for more than a second, look, now he gets beat back door, and you're forced to foul, and it's 2 shots. Okay, this is every reason why you've got to be battling for real estate early. Look at this right here. Stop. Right now, this player can't just, as this player's coming in, you got to initiate contact. You've got to be pushing him out, okay? You cannot let him initiate contact himself. Right now, I'm pushing. I'm battling him right now. Get him out of the lane. Okay? Because look what happens. When he initiates contact and not you, look what happens there. Now look. Now he's got you sealed, and when this miss comes, it's an easy offensive rebound and an easy putback for 2. Unbelievable. So this player is doubling here. Okay? This is not being in the gaps. Your man is all the way here. This is more than being in the gaps. Okay? You're doubling. You're not trapping, but you're doubling. And it's fine. But if you have to send him this way, right into this double team, and then on an inevitable kick out here, this player is going to have to start sliding over early. I mean, right now you got to start to slide over, and then force this player this way, kick out here, you X out, right? He comes back down. But you have to, force him this way. First of all, there's no reason to be sagging. I got a man right here waiting for him in a double team. So up, push him into this double team, okay? Then we X out. This player slides over here. On a kick out, it's boom, boom, X out. But Pascal Siakam's allowed to go away from where that defender is, and he just gets right to the rim for two. This is horrible positioning by Kelly Olynyk. Let's take a look, okay? You're guarding on the wing, all right? You want to be in the gaps. I get it. This is too much, okay? The ball's right here. You should be up the line, okay? You should be pretty much parallel to your man. So you're way up the line, okay? You're up here, okay? Now if this player comes this way, I just stunt, recover, okay? I don't know why you're here and your man's there. You should be here. So now when this player comes this way, stunt, recover. Stunt, recover. But instead, you're all the way down here, so now they're just going to swing it to your man. You're going to have to fly out. Of course, you're not going to be able to get there in time, and now your man's able to back you down and get to an easy two. One, this is a terrible switch. I would never switch Kelly Olynyk onto Siakam. This is an easy hedge right here, okay? Push him out this way. Where is he going? The backside helps right here on his roll, okay? Or right here on his roll, all right? So I'm never switching this. All right, you did switch it. Now look, now you are doubling. Again, you're not trapping, but you're doubling. This player's here, okay? His man goes to the wing, he stays here. So again, now we want to X out. Now Kelly, again, no airspace, push him into the second defender. On a drive and kick here, it's an easy X out. Up, down, okay? That's how the X out works, all right? If this player cuts, all right, well, cool. Now he's just clogging up space, and now if Kelly Olynyk comes this way, there's a defender here. There's defenders everywhere then. So, but if he stays to the corner here, we've got to on this drive. Someone's got to get up the line, and then boom on the drive and kick up, and then this player just slides down. But you're going to let Siakam go away from where your help is, and now it's just a two-shot foul. There's multiple mistakes on this possession. One, we got a cross screen right here. Okay, this player's got to get attached to his man and jam this player as he comes through the cross screen so this player can get on the other side. Look what happens. You end up switching this, and now he's got you sealed, okay? So now this player's got to back off this player to not allow this entry pass to get made, okay? And now look at all of this space. So now this player is going to simply just get it, rip, go right into the lane, and it's going to be an easy two, and it's actually an and one because that cross-screen defense was so pathetic. Horrible defense away from the ball, okay? So right here, again, look at Cade Cunningham. What is this? Your man is 8 steps from the three-point line. You should be halfway between the ball and the three-point line. So look what happens. Now when this player comes this way, okay, I'm here, and I'm stunting, just jabbing with my hands, clogging up that lane, and then an easy recovery back out because I'm already in position, right? Footwork. My feet aren't taking me in. Stunt, recover. But Cade Cunningham is more worried about a player that's basically at half court. So now look, now this player has this driving lane he should never have, and he's just able to get right to the rim in a dunk. Okay, so on this three, Isaiah Stewart's going to jump and then go back, okay? So we have to come up with this offensive rebound, okay? Because Isaiah Stewart's back. We've lost numbers. This is a horrible box out. Cade Cunningham, find this player and get into his jersey. Use your butt to push him out. Because now the only one getting the rebound is you. Okay? When you don't box out like this, look at there's no box out whatsoever. So now this becomes a 50-50 ball, and this player is able to tap it back because you chose not to box out. Okay? Now, again, like right here, we're in trouble because Isaiah Stewart's out of the picture. This is a 5-on-4, but someone's got to stop the ball. I mean, you got to come here, okay? This player's got to come here, and then this player can hopefully guard both players, but you got to stop this offensive rebound. You got to stop the ball first, and nobody guards Siakam, so he's just going to get right to the rim and a two-shot foul. But that all happened because Cade Cunningham let his man get that tap back because he didn't box out. Okay, so you switch this. This is fine. Isaiah Stewart's going to do a great job being in the gaps here. Look at this. Look at how Isaiah Stewart's in the gaps. Perfect. Dribbles picked up. If you're Jeremy Grant, get out of here. okay? Get out of the lane. Get to your man. Dribbles picked up. We're doing fine guarding one-on-one. Get to your man. Isaiah Stewart, look at this. Great job. Stunt, easily recover. Dribbles picked up, helps the player immensely one-on-one. But Jeremy Grant's going to stick around for no reason. And now look, now he's not going to get back to the three-point line in time, and it's an open three. Again, where are you sending the offensive player for Toronto? Okay, you want to deny here? I strongly disagree with that. I would be in the gaps right here, opened up. My back would not be to the sideline. It'd be to the baseline. I'd be a step in. So when this player comes this way, I can stunt, recover. I can stunt and recover. But fine. I got a gap defender right here. Someone's got to be calling out that they're in help. And you got to send the player to the help. Okay? I don't want to let him go this way because now I'm left on an island. If I force him this way, there's no place for him to go. Stunt, easy recovery, right? This player is in the gaps, okay? So angle him this way. This player can jab, get his dribble picked up early, and recover. Instead, you're going to let him go this way, where for whatever reason, this player is mauling the three-point line as opposed to being where he should be, a step in with his back to the baseline, because I can always just jab if I'm in position and easily recover. So now Isaiah Stewart's left one-on-one on an island, and he ends up fouling him, and 2 shots for Toronto. This is a bad gamble. Okay, Toronto's in the bonus, you have to note. So you have to first of all know that. Okay? So any foul sends him to the line for 2 shots. Look at this right here. Okay? If Cade Cunningham just gets back, all right, Toronto's got this ball here. Okay? It's going to be their possession. If Cade Cunningham and this player both get back, there's nothing. It's a 1-on-2 for Toronto. And it's a big. This player's not going anywhere. Okay? Instead, you gamble. And Toronto's in the bonus. It's pretty clear that this player's getting the ball. So now you gamble as opposed to just getting back. With this being a big, there's going to be no fast break. And I have numbers. But Cade Cunningham's going to gamble towards the ball, not get the ball. And with Toronto in the bonus, they're shooting 2. So I wouldn't switch this screen. I would hedge this screen. Or because the screen is set so far up, I would get up, jam the screener, and go under so I can keep Jeremy Grant on Siakam. Okay? I'd really rather not switch this screen. Or I can hedge, okay, and then I have backside help coming from this corner, and I'm pushing this player all the way to half court. But okay, you switch the screen, fine. All right? I need gap help here. Okay? Pascal Siakam's got a major size advantage here in this matchup. So this player cannot be hovering on the three-point line. Okay? Back to the baseline so I can send him this way. Okay? So I can send him this way. All right? And now I can stunt, not have to move, and easily recover. I can't let him go one-on-one with a major size mismatch. I wouldn't have switched the screen. I probably, because the screen was so far set out, I would have just jammed the screener and gone under so I can keep Jeremy Grant on Siakam. But now I've got a size mismatch, so Siakam's just going to overpower his way through, and it's a 2-shot foul. This is bad transition defense, okay? So Toronto comes up with this rebound. All right, stop. If you're Isaiah Stewart, just sprint back. Why are you gambling here? Just get back. Let's even the numbers up, and then we'll figure out who we're guarding from there. Just get back. But look at this gambling. Constant gambling. So he's never actually guarding his man. His man has got the angle because Isaiah Stewart is constantly gambling. So now that forces help, and now look, now the defense is scrambling. Now, mistake number 2 is, what is Cade Cunningham doing? Okay? He should have been sprinting back the whole time. His man is on the other side of half court, right? There's only 4 Raptors players. So I guess Cade Cunningham's man's on the other side of half court. I don't care. Drop, okay? So that right now you're in the gaps, and there's no place to go. There's no place to go. I'm just right here. I'm here, and then I can recover back. But instead, Cade Cunningham is late to get into the gaps. So look what happens. Now this player actually has the angle to get to the rim. And now, see? So now this player has the angle to get to the rim. Now Isaiah Stewart's got to help at the rim as opposed to being able to go out to the corner with his man because Cade Cunningham is late to get over. His man is still not even in the picture here, okay? And now Isaiah Stewart has to help at the rim, so that means that the corner's wide open and it's a catch-and-shoot 3. Bad transition defense. Now, one-on-one, you cannot look at this. Cade Cunningham is not going to actually come up and stop the ball. He's just going to backpedal, and you're not even making Pascal Siakam do anything. You're just backpedaling your whole way back. Look what happens if you're up and you cut off the ball. Okay? I'm up and I cut off the ball. Now Pascal Siakam comes this way. I can stunt and recover. Remember, first of all, I've got another player trailing back who should be getting back there pretty quickly. Okay? But either way, don't backpedal. Get up and cut off the ball. Siakam comes this way, stunt, recover. Quite easy. All right? This player's trailing back too and should be able to help us very quickly as well. Okay? But I cannot just backpedal. I've got to get up and cut off the ball, force him into my gap help, which is right here. There's no place for him to go. This player can easily, because he's already in position, just stunt and recover. This player's coming back too, so we actually are eventually going to have the numbers positive in our favor. It's going to be a 3-on-2 for the Pistons, not the Raptors. But you cannot just backpedal like this and just give Siakam whatever he wants. Okay, so time and situation, all right? It is a 2-point game with 43.9 seconds left, and the Raptors are in the bonus. Any type of foul sends Toronto to the line. Isaiah Stewart, okay, shot goes up. You're trying to get the offensive rebound, okay? But Toronto clearly is about to get this off. You cannot, Toronto's clearly going to get the offensive rebound. They're here, and this player's got you boxed out. Look what Isaiah Stewart's going to do, okay? Look at this. He's grabbing onto his jersey, yanking him down. You just sent Toronto to the foul line because of that. If you're Isaiah Stewart, okay, you have to understand any foul is sending him to the line. So right here, you're battling for the offensive rebound. You're not getting it, okay? There's 3 Raptors players here, okay, and you're being boxed out. So this stupid, look at this. You're yanking on it's clearly a foul. That offensive rebound is not as important as just, okay, Toronto's going to get the rebound here, okay? So now I just need to back off and get back here, okay? And we can set up in our half-court defense and we can get a stop. But you're doing this ridiculous fouling for the offensive rebound when it's not nearly as important as just not sending him to the line. And because of that insanely stupid trying to get the rebound with grabbing his jersey, you just sent Toronto to the line for 2.